basketball. Steps into the free ball. Bingo!
Oh, gosh. Legendary voice of the NBA for 40 years plus, having a front row seat, seeing how the NBA has grown and changed for decades. But now he's hoping to share those memories, or he will share those memories in a brand new memoir. So joining us this morning here on Good Day Seattle, longtime LA Clippers broadcaster Ralph Lawler. Oh, me, oh, my. Good morning to you, sir. How are you?
Good morning to you. You're great to talk to people in Seattle, one of my favorite cities in the entire country. I can't yet figure out why they got a team in Oklahoma City and not Seattle.
Oh, I was just about to ask you that question. I'm going to ask you more about that here, Ralph, in a few minutes. But do you miss calling NBA games?
No, I was ready to retire. I've been in the business for 60 years, been with this one ball club with one job for 40 years. I was 80 years old. I've been in the business 60 years, 40, 60, 80. It all just kind of seemed like the right time to do it. And 2019 was the right time. Then the pandemic came and all sorts of bad stuff. My timing could not have been better.
Yeah. Well, we sure miss you, that's for sure. We can go on for hours as well, Ralph, but let's put this to rest as you share your memoirs here. Who is the best player you've ever seen?
I think it's LeBron James.
Really? Interesting. Okay.
I have a unique view here because of my age. My dad and I became pro basketball fans in 1946, the year that the league was formed. So I have seen all the players from George Mikan, who I got to know later in his life and my life, on through the great Celtic teams of the 50s and the 60s with Bill Russell and Bob Cousy and Bill Sharman and all those great players, onto the Magic and Bird and Michael Jordan and the present-day stars that exist in this league today. I have seen them all. So when I write about them, I'm not writing about something that I have read about or something I've seen a little grainy video on YouTube about. It's players that I have seen, it's teams that I have seen. And this is more than a memoir because I talk about the history of this great sport and this great league from the beginning in 46 for the full 75 years of its first 75 years of existence. And I just think I had a unique view of that. And so far, the book's been very well reviewed and received, and I really appreciate it. And I appreciate the time you're taking here today for me to talk about it.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I want to pick up this memoir for sure. I mean, I'd be remiss to say we want to talk about Seattle. Obviously, the connection here, and you mentioned off the top about how the Sonics have left. And I mean, what are some of your memories when you used to call games here in Seattle? What stands out for you when you saw those Clippers and Sonics play? And should the NBA, I would imagine, do you think the NBA should bring a team back here to Seattle? Correct?
No question about that. That should be number one on the league's list, and I think that it and Las Vegas are right at the very tip top of the league's list. They'll get the next TV deal done, the next collective bargaining deal done. Then sometime in the late 2020s, I think we will see expansion be discussed and actually happen. I know they've redone the old, what I think of as the old Key Arena. And I guess it is up to NBA standards, and there just is no reason that Seattle wouldn't have a team. My memories are many. I think of Jack Sikma, of course, and his great years in the championship that the ball club had there. But I have many memories of coming to Key Arena. One year, I was working with Bill Walton, who was also working network games at that point, and he had said something that the fans in Seattle ruled as derogatory. And so we come up there, and Bill and I are in a sideline location broadcasting the game, and the fans are crazy, mad at Walton for what the slight that he had given towards the Supersonics and their organization. And they were throwing things at us. We had to get a police escort to get out of the darn building, for crying out loud.
Wow.
The Clippers lost, I think, by 51 points in a game there, and had a game the next night in Phoenix. And in those days, before charter flights, you'd spend the night at the hotel after a game, get up at 5:36 in the morning to fly to your next city, which in this case was Phoenix. We get to the airport in SeaTac, and there's fog right down to the ground. We sit there like 2 o'clock in the afternoon before we can finally take off and have to go straight to the arena in Phoenix and play a game that lasted into overtime, for crying out loud.
Oh,
it
man.
was. They do this load management thing now. This old broadcaster did some load management then, believe me.
Yeah. Well, Ralph, I wish we had more time to talk with you. I'm just going to have to say that I'm going to pick up your memoir. I'm looking forward to reading this. Ralph Lawler, thank you so much for joining us this morning. I appreciate it. And there it is right there. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you. Thank you so much.